What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the RWL's War. We are live here on the BW Radio Network. I'm Radio. I'm here with Noble. We're waiting on Liam. Don't know if Peyton's joining, and Aled's not here today, unfortunately.
Yep.
So, obviously, this is the go home shows to RWL is War Presents WrestleMania London. A lot of big stuff has happened in the time that we've been off. And if you guys are looking at the screen now, you will notice that there's now only 5 shows on the screen instead of 6. So I guess we're gonna go over that. Talk about what that means, and and then we're gonna get right into the shows and stuff like that. So I guess let's talk about it. So I was informed that TVW's Raul has informed us that he is not returning to the league. Trying to think about who sent me that information because I was.
Pretty sure it was a lead.
I don't know. I don't even remember where it was sent from. I'm looking. Hold on. Don't. Let me take a look here. Uh. Sorry, guys. We're still waking up here, so I'm just trying to get all the information possible. So I pretty much said that I haven't heard from Raul in a while. Um, pretty much saying, hey, like we're getting close to the big show. I need to know if Raul's coming back. Like, what's the deal? You know, stuff like that, right? And unfortunately, I found out that Raul is not coming back. Um, because I was like, haven't heard from him in a while. And then it was like, oh, he said that he would still do it, and then he said he didn't know when. He said that was a few weeks ago, you know, stuff like that, and then out of nowhere and out of the blue, I get told that pretty much Raul is done with RWL, and so now he is gone, which means TVW is gone. So we ended up dividing the stars. Um, did a whole thing. Not really going to go into much detail other than. Oh no! Wait a minute. It was Liam that posted about it. Liam posted it. Pretty much, this is what we got. This was on the 2nd. It says, "Hi all. I've received word through a lead from Raul that he wants TVW to be disbanded. From this point forward, we must discuss where the wrestlers assigned to his show can be sent or how evenly and fairly they must be spread out. It is a shame that it has come to that, but that's the way it's got to be." So, unfortunately, Raul is gone. Um, so Raul is no longer in the league, and TVW has been disbanded. Good morning, Liam.
Hi.
Um, Pretty much just talking about the thing with TVW and why they're no longer here.
Mhm.
Again, quite upset, but you know, what can you do? So we ended up splitting up his stars into different shows. You guys are gonna see them probably throughout everyone's shows here. You know, you guys will see who's showing up where and stuff like that. So just keep your eyes out.
Yep.
I will say this is that his big three had to be done with draft picks, and all I can say is what the fuck? I did not expect Raw to go with yeah. So
Yeah.
but anyway, so this week is the go home shows. Obviously next week we're gonna be live Tuesday and Wednesday. With night one and night two of RWL, WrestleMania London from Wembley. All the matches have been confirmed for that. We just need to figure out which nights are going to be what. But let's go into the standings for this week. So Raw ended up finishing first. MCW finished second. NNW and ECPW finished third, and CPW finished fourth. Which, yeah, everyone wrote
Yeah.
some pretty damn good go home shows.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's alright too, because I've been having more personal stuff going
Which
on.
which I am gonna make a statement about that here in a second. Because I am gonna say this right now. For RWL Mania, he is writing his matches. No one is writing his like. I know that he has his matches there, but he is the one to write them. I think that's only fair. Because
I agree.
I mean,
Yep.
no offense, you've been writing his shows for the past couple weeks. I think it's only fair that you worry about your matches and he worries about his. So
Yeah, I know, but the only reason I've been writing his shows is because he's been busy with work and stuff like that. So, like, that's not my fault.
no, I understand, and
And
I'm understanding of that. It's just I would think that for the big show, I feel like he needs to write it out because you know it's kind of the big show here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Plus, we still have to figure out how the hell we're gonna plan all that. But anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, so
Yep.
I guess let's start with Raw because they're number one. So, Mr. Liam, if you wanna, do you wanna read it or do you want to skate
yeah, I'll
through
read it.
it or how do you want to do it?
Um, I'll do it how I want to do it, which is I'll figure it out on the fly.
Perfect.
Motherfucker.
Um, so we opened the Raw's Go Home show to RWL WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton signing their contract for their WrestleMania match. So Cody enters first, followed by Orton. Orton speaks first. Says Cody looks like he's not doing too hot. But he should have known it would come to this, as the voices were bound to make the Apex Predator do some heinous things.
Yes.
Eventually, and come RWL WrestleMania London, Orton will make sure that Rhodes' career comes to an end. Aggressive words. So he then puts pen to paper and shoves the contract across the table to an open night. Rhodes replies, stating that while he's arguably in the most amount of pain he's ever been in, they realize that version of what version of what has been terrorizing the past few weeks, he's not afraid of it, and he always knew that someday it would always come down to this. This Vibro says that Orton should have read the fine print. The Georgia State-born star explains that he's added a stipulation to their match at the show of shows, that being an unsanctioned match.
Oh, fuck.
Which Rose explains is because he plans on playing Orton as his own game, to deal the most amount of physical pain he's been dealt in recent weeks, and to make sure the company isn't held accountable for what Rose plans to do to his former mentor and friend.
Oh.
The segment ends with Rhodes and Orton staring each other down after the former signs the contract, but this is when Triple H jumps Rhodes from behind and aids Orton beating him down. But this is when Braun Breaker appears from out of nowhere and spears Triple H and causes Randy Orton to flee in disgust. It would appear that Braun Breaker is in the corner of Cody Rhodes.
H?
Yeah.
What?
Why is my MCW World Heavyweight Champion doing there?
I don't know, because you had it on the Super Show thing. So
I don't know. You tell us, Novel. That's your guy.
I never told him to go to fucking London to go to Raw to do this fuck up shit.
Well, all the shows are in the UK, you bark.
He must have had to, he must have acted alone. We're all in the UK this week. Yeah.
Yes.
I am going to talk sternly to that fucking champ of him.
Very good. Anyway, the first match on the show is Bobby Roode versus James Storm in a street fight. It's another edition of the Best of 7 series they're currently in. And Bobby Roode defeats James Storm via submission to tie the series at 2-2, but the way he does it is particularly brutal. He locks in the crossface and with the aid of a baseball bat placed into the mouth of Storm, and this causes him to pass out, meaning James Storm passes out. The referee has to call for the bell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know, right?
The
Crazy.
baseball bat.
Yeah. Choke on that, mate. Also, he didn't do it the long ways, he did it horizontally. It doesn't want to forget what I don't know. Anyway, second match on the card is the Usos defending the World Tag Team Championships against Team 3D, so Bubba Ray or Bully Ray or Devon, it's titles versus careers. And Team 3D get the win. So they're the new Tag Team Champions. Because what happens after the bell that really gets the interest going, that is Team 3D are confronted by the Hardy Boys.
Oh, shit.
So looks like there's going to be some revisiting of some stuff there.
Oh,
shit.
If that's going to be a match, that's going to be a good one, honestly. We've seen that in real life before.
Don't you see the writing on the wall?
I know well.
You're in the way, you'll be your aid. Sorry, I'm going to still sing that. We get copyright. Then we have Izzy Moreno and Io Sky meeting for the final time before RWL WrestleMania London. So, they once again reiterate their respect for one another, but they still make some smart bobs when it comes to talk about their aspirations for the match in the future should either one of them win. But this is when Mercedes Moné makes her presence felt and attacks both women. She continues to make demands about being added to the match, and she also continues to assault both women, threatening to do further damage. Should have let Thomas not give her what she wants, and that's to be added to the Women's World Championship match at the grandest stage of them all. So this brings her out, and he says he does agree to that under one condition, and that is should Mercedes Moné lose the Women's World Championship match at RWL WrestleMania London, she cannot challenge for that title for a whole year. One whole year. A year. 365 days.
Oh, no.
But yeah, Moné stands tall over them, clearly confident heading into the match. The fact she now has all the odds stacked against her in terms of that stipulation. And two people who don't like her very much. Then we have Liv Morgan defeating Stephanie Vacca via disqualification in the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. This is because Morgan's been doing, playing a bit of mind games the entire match. She's wound up Stephanie Vacca to a point, and then, they're in the corner. The referee counts to 5, which then results in a disqualification. And despite losing the match, Vacca retains the title thanks to the champion's advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they still have some score to settle.
Via DQ.
Then, Jeff Hardy's backstage. We've already seen him tonight alongside his brother Matt. He says he has his eyes on the main event for the Intercontinental Championship. And he has aspirations of becoming a potential double champion. He wants to win the tag belts, and then perhaps he wants to win the Intercontinental Championship. So he states that whether it's Dominic Mysterio or Okada, Kazuchika Okada, who wins, he should be careful. But Hardy plans on bringing Mayhem to the subsequent fight match, should he be granted one.
Hmm.
And then the said main event, which is a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, Kazuchika Okada becomes the new champion, defeating Dominic Mysterio.
Okada.
So they're jostling atop the ladder. Okada delivers a stiff, sideways big boot, which sends Mysterio crashing below. Okada gets down and delivers a Rainmaker as an exclamation point, just to say one massive "fuck you."
Yes.
And then he climbs back up the ladder and pulls down the Intercontinental Championship to become the new champion. But after the match, he's obviously confronted by Jeff Hardy, who we just heard speak backstage prior to this match.
Ooh.
It's like Jeff Hardy wants to go face to face with everybody today.
He's starting his shit.
Or would it be face to face because he wears face paint which hides his real face, which then goes both those things go face to face with the other people's faces.
The face to face to face with the face.
Yes.
But with the face.
Anyway, with the face. With the face.
In the face.
Anyway, we close the show. Roman Reigns and John Cena. They go face to face with Valentine before WrestleMania in London. So, John Cena with The Rock alongside him. They make their way down the ring and, make the most of time before the Tribal Chiefs arrival. They state their plan will come to fruition as to walk out of the biggest show still champion to hold all the power. Reigns enters, calling the champion and his cousin's plans a pipe dream. Explains that he made a mistake being held down under Cena's thumb for so long, but he did learn something. Someone was never too far behind to help. This is when the phrase, burn it down, rings out around the arena.
What?
And Seth Rollins, from the recently activated TVW, enters to a massive ovation. And this is because Reigns' former Shield teammate will be in the corner of Roman Reigns at the show of shows. And the show goes off the air with the four men talking trash to each other off the microphones. So,
Oh, shit. I can't believe this. Seth Rollins is on the Raw. Who the hell allowed that?
Well, you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
You're the one who assigned the people to places.
Moving
That's
on.
shocking.
What was that, Noble?
So that's shocking that Seth is going to be on the side of Roman.
Well, this is RWL. Anything can happen in the RWL Wrestling Federation.
Anything
Enough.
can fucking happen.
Makes sense.
All right, so up next, very good writing there, Liam. Very good. Very good.
Well, I speed ran it, but I did a good job.
You really did, actually. I especially like
I was
when
like,
you
just
had
hit
Okada
bullet points.
Especially like when you had Okada fucking just destroy Dominic.
Yeah, he's like, I'll kick him off the ladder, and he's like, am I done? Now get down and give him a rain.
Yeah, fuck him.
And then I'll get back up. Even though I'm exhausted. Actually, Okada doesn't really get exhausted, but sometimes looks like that's besides.
Yeah. All right, Noble, you're up.
Yep. So MCW's Go Home show is first time ever going internationally. It's in London. As I arrive to the ring in London, welcome the MCW crowd to the Go Home show before WrestleMania London. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Main Championship Wrestling, first time ever internationally. So let's get to business. Tonight's matches will be some warm-ups for our superstars before their matches at WrestleMania, but one of them will be someone dealing with their match mentality withdrawal. Tonight, Damian Priest will go one-on-one with El Grande Americano.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another thing to discuss.
Oh.
Last week at Paris for the MCW Raw Super Show, one of our stars, the MCW Kennebec Valley champion Oba Femi, competed in the main event with Cody against Orton and our MCW World Champion Triple H in a no DQ tag match. Unfortunately, Oba suffered a injury, but his timetable to return will be unknown. What do we do with the Kennebec Valley Championship, though? I might relinquish Oba off the title, but that's not noble of me to do. So
I see what
instead,
you did there because it's your name.
yeah, because that's my last name, so makes fucking sense. I'm going.
Like your last name.
Yes, yes. Thank goodness I have a last name that's something to do with it for the good deed at this point. Thank you, thank you, mom and dad, for that. Anyway, so instead, next week, the MCW after WrestleMania, we will have a 8-person interim Kennebec Valley Championship tournament. At the end of the show, I'll be announcing on breaking news on who will be partaking in this interim MCW Kennebec Valley Championship tournament. The winner will be the interim champion, but when Oba comes back, we will have a champ versus champ match to see who will be the real Kennebec Valley champion.
I was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more thing.
What?
Triple H. I heard
Yeah.
on your promo last week you call me no balls.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't suit me well. And to add insult to injury, you hurt my friend, the Raw GM, Aled Thomas's feelings by calling him Aled Thomas the Tank Engine. I get you're the world champ, but that doesn't mean that you trashed your boss like that. Did you keep verbally provoke me? Trust me, you don't want to know. Keep your title shiny for me. A noble plan is coming your way, Hunter.
Damn.
Fine.
So, walk us through that. What's happening? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like you're going to challenge for the title? What does that mean?
You'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
But I want to know.
Wouldn't be much point of a show if we had to know now.
Like I said, you'll find out soon enough. Maybe I challenge him, or possibly I'll add a secret weapon of mine to face Triple H.
Are you going to whip out a weapon?
That's not what I thought
Yes.
that was going. We're gonna whip out a weapon.
Shotgun.
Anyway, yeah, no, that would be a fucking insult injury. I would get arrested if I have a shotgun and shoot at Triple H.
I didn't
Anyway,
stop Brian Pillman or Arn Anderson.
All right, well, he pulled out a
and
Glock.
that's even worse, a fucking Glock.
Okay.
I don't know if it is, but okay, I think they're just both as bad as each other. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. Anyway, besides all the fucking weapon talk, first match, El Grande Americano against Damian Priest. The match begins with Americano hits some clotheslines to Priest, and connects a drop kick, followed by a moonsault, pins Priest, 1, 2, and a kick out. Americano goes for the rolling overhead mule kick, but Priest jukes him and goes for a lariat, and then goes for a razor's edge. Pins Americano, 1, 2, and a kick out. As he picks him up, immediately hits the reckoning, pins Americano again, 1, 2, and a kick out. As Priest screams from his lungs, gets angry, and is going for the broken arrow. But Americano hits the super kick, followed by the rolling overhead mule kick, and connects the ankle lock, and Priest has no choice but to tap out.
Yay.
Americano defeated Damian Priest, but however, after the match mentality withdrawal got into Priest again. He attacks Americano with rage and frustration.
Ooh.
Grabs a steel chair and was going to get rid of him. However, the Rascals show up to save Americano.
Yeah.
What?
Zachary Wentz and Wesley saves Americano, and now he has allies around him to be around. Not just his girlfriend Willa Nightingale, but new friends as well.
They're gonna be wearing masks next week.
Priest's bad mumbo jumbo continues.
The Luchas with a Z. Luchas.
Luchas.
Yeah, dope.
Diane.
Wow, I didn't know. Hmm.
Anyway,
Mm.
match number 2. It's nothing but short and sweet. Batista defeats Javon Evans.
Bullshit. No, just kidding.
And how did this match went down? Batista begins the match by dog walking Evans with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 lariats.
Damn.
And followed by a power slam, pins Evans 1, and somehow, some way, kicks out of that freaking 4 lariats and a power slam. Picks him up as he hits the spine buster, then goes for the spear, pins again, 1, 2, and another kick out. Batista goes for a spear again, but Evans finds some offense as he connects the dropkick, then the Hurricanrana, and then the OG cutter. Pins Batista, but for some goddamn reason, Batista kicks out of nothing at all.
Wow.
As Batista growls, pushes Evans to the ropes, and spears into an oblivion. Then the Batista bomb. 1, 2, 3. Batista defeated the other half of the tag team champions out of Javon Evans, gives him the momentum for WrestleMania London.
Hmm.
Whee!
And your young talent getting squashed by Batista. Okay. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, not a good look for Javon.
Yeah. But
And,
keep going.
yep, and buckle up because we got a Julia Hart promo.
Yeah, fuck.
And yep, she's fucking pissed.
And
Julia Hart storms out of the locker room as she's feeling pissed as she looks at the camera. I am going to destroy you, Nikki. You can't hide from me forever. Your precious CPW GM Peyton Cashless man won't save you by giving you a petty win.
he has no money.
He's
Tonight,
broke.
tonight, I will find a way. I will find a way to not only beat you, not only destroy you, but take your heart out of your soul.
Well, that's mean.
Oh, Jade, if you're watching this, make sure you keep the MCW Women's Championship tidy for me. Because of WrestleMania, I'll add it to Evolution's collection and finally get the respect that I deserve. The heart always wins. She
I'm
smirks.
scared.
She smirks evilly towards the camera and left.
I'm scared. Help me. The spooky little back off, you spooky bitch.
You do know. Yeah, when you tried to piss Julia, you're going to get. Your soul's going to get taken. That's the moral of the fucking promo for this. Anyway, match number 3. Leon Slater, the other half of the tag team champions, against the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Slater begins the match with some drop kicks and hit the powerbomb the same thing with his match with Batista 2 weeks ago. Connects the Shining Wizard, pins Flair, 1, 2, and kick out. Gets up and aims at Flair as he goes for the twisting suplex, but Flair connects with an eye poke, a dirty trick from his playbook. Then goes for the delayed vertical suplex, and then goes for the jumping knee, pins Slater, 1, 2, and a late kick out. Flair picks him up as he connects the diving knee drop, and the knife edge chop, pins again, 1, 2, and another leg kick out. As Flair goes for the figure 4 leg lock, but Slater counters as he attacks with lefts and rights, and then goes for the spin up power bomb and the Swanton 450. Pins Flair, 1, 2, and suddenly Flair makes a surprise and he connects the figure 4 leg lock, locks it tight, and Slater got no options. No options. However, he crawls and grabs the bottom rope. Flair picks him up. However, Slater hits the drop kick, spin out powerbomb again, and a second Swanton 450. 1, 2, 3. Slater defeats Flair as he now 2-0 against the Evolution members Flair and Batista and carries the momentum for the tag team championship match.
Okay.
And then we got the fourth match. Nikki Bella against what Liam says a spooky bitch, Julia Hart.
Back off, yeah, spooky beach.
Yes.
Yep. As Nikki enters the ring, Julia attacks Bella constantly, rolls her to the ring. Bell rings as she screams loud so the people in London can hear her. Hits two crucifix drivers, then old school, and then immediately connects Heartless. But Nikki counters as she hits the leaping shoulder block, and then goes for the modified Achilles lock on her right leg. And then the Rack Attack 2.0 pins Julia, but like the spooky bitch she is, rises up in a paranormal way, chokes her, and does the Heartless, squeezing the life out of her, and she passes out.
No. She's passing out.
Julia Hart defeats Nikki Bella with no fucking remorse.
That's not how that's written, but yes, no remorse nonetheless.
Yeah. After the match, she still holds the Heartless submission. The referees, and security guards tries to get her off. However, she coldly stares at them, shoots the black mist at the security guard as she continues. Until the MCW Women's Champion Jade Cargill comes out to attack her, going for Jaded, but Hart rolls out of the ring as she smirks at Cargill with something to say to haunt Cargill. At WrestleMania, you, me, in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Dun dun dun.
The crowd in London stunned. Cargill couldn't believe it. Right this second, as Hart smirks as she walks away. The heart always wins.
Some good build up there.
Yes, and I'm proud of that build-up. And now, the main event. AJ Styles against Kofi Kingston. As both men stare at each other as they lock arms, but Styles got the edge as he goes for the drop kick onto Kingston and gets opportunities to hit the diving knee drop. Pinned Kingston 1-2 and an early kick out. Styles waits for the opportunity to hit the Pele kick, but Kingston stops him as he hit it as he goes for the two-headed chop to the head, and then the springboard crossbody to the apron, showing to the MCW and RWL crowd in London why he is the guy that can take the CPW World Heavyweight Championship from Finn Balor at WrestleMania. But unfortunately, the worst timing has come. Finn Balor, who was scheduled to go face to face with Kingston after the main event, showed up as the crowd boos heavily at him.
Boo! You suck!
Balor distracts Kingston to help his Bullet Club brethren. Then Styles hits the Pele kick, throws him into the ring, and goes for the Styles Clash. Pins Kingston 1-2 and a late kick out.
What?
Finn roots for Styles. However, coming to help Kofi out, here comes Big E.
Beige.
She chases him off of the match with AJ Feel alone again. Kingston connects the leaping clothesline, and followed by the boom drop, SOS, and Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kingston gains the advantage by beating CPW's AJ Styles. Then after the match, Finn Balor grabs the mic as he enters the ring.
Uh-oh.
So you managed to beat my brother of Bullet Club. Whoop-de-doo, Kingston. He is not the only one I got with me. Come over here, boys.
Uh-oh.
Worst timing as the other members of Bullet Club Reborn, the fucking Young Bucks show up, surrounding the New Day.
Wait, what? Hold on. What?
Not serious. I am not serious with this. What? Are they not with CPW?
No.
Wait, did I get this wrong then?
Hi.
I thought Peyton still had them.
No.
Why put them down? I fucking apologize for that.
Yeah, we'll talk
That's
after
the
that, but anyway, continue.
Yep, nope. Fucking damn it! Peyton, you should have fucking updated your fucking roster. For God's sake. Damn
Continue.
it! Ugh. Thanks a lot, Peyton.
That's on you for not reading it, Noble. Anyway, continue.
Damn it. Okay. There's a fucking thing. This Sunday at WrestleMania, you got no one besides Biggie to help you. And I'll walk out of London as CPW Heavyweight Champion again. And you will crawl to your crappy New England based show empty handed.
Buried his own show, right? His own show.
Yeah, what the...
Well, that's funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's going in on himself there.
Yes.
Yep. Kingston grabs the mic. Who says I don't have anyone to help me? As Finn turned around, and the rest of Bullet Club got clotheslined by someone in the hoodie. And to be revealed, oh my God, is Xavier Woods.
Oh, shit.
All members of New Day are reunited. Biggie and Woods attack Styles and goes for midnight hour. They enter the ring, surrounding Finn Balor. As he got speared by Biggie, Woods connects the limit break, and Kingston goes for Trouble in Paradise. All three members of the New Day pick Balor up and connects up, up, down, down. As Woods gives Kingston the CPW World Heavyweight Championship as he raises above his head. All three members of New Day stands tall. Will this Sunday become Kofi Mania?
Very good.
Yeah, unfortunately, except for one fucking major error.
Well, to be fair, that's not really on Peyton. That's pretty much on you for not... I mean, it's even written down in announcements. So wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, this is an issue then. Who's...
I don't know who's part of fucking Bullet Club Reborn at this point.
No, that's not the problem I have. Who actually has the Young Bucks? Because...
You.
Hey, did you have the Young Bucks?
Well, yeah,
Again, you said it yourself. It's written down in announcements.
yeah, I know, but like the problem was is I want to know like how did you get
Fuck.
confused that Peyton had the Young Bucks?
I don't fucking know.
Well, something tells me Peyton had the Young Bucks at one point. They were in Bullet Club Reborn, but again, he's not updated his tag team names because they still say the Young Bucks under Bullet Club Reborn, and they probably got moved in
Yes.
trades to TVW, and then yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yes.
I think it's I think they got moved as part of that whole roster reshuffle will stick.
Yeah,
And then
but
they obviously got moved to TVW, TVW deactivated, and then
And now
now
I
they're
think
on
they're doing the
MMW.
York show at this point.
all I know is that I heard Young Bucks and I was like, no, the fuck you don't.
So they're on my show.
I was like, I didn't approve of anything. What the fuck?
It's my mistake, and I thought they were still in CPW, but I could have fucking look at damn
Yeah, the
announcements.
Young Bucks have been moved around a lot, to be fair.
True.
But this is why we should keep track of where people are, so we can avoid this without consultation anyway.
Yeah. All right, Liam, you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
I'll go next one. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, where am I? Right. So my show opens with Rhea Ripley and Tekla going face to face prior to the WrestleMania match for the ECPW Women's Transatlantic Championship. So Tekla comes out first and states she was able to successfully retain the champion against both Ripley and Charlie Evans last week, but she said that the Eradicator still has an issue with her, calling her a dumb bitch for doing so. Tekla then calls the Australian down to the ring to explain why she's not getting a title match at WrestleMania. So yeah, Rhea comes out and she says Tekla has a lot enough talking like she is, given that she wasn't able to beat her with her best shot, and that just to win. But I realized they were in a triple threat match, so it's kind of not cheating, but still, it's not the best shot thing. So again, it doesn't matter. The Australian star states she went to management and that at the show, being WrestleMania, the two women will collide for the ECPW Women's Transatlantic Championship once again. Only this time the stipulation being, should Tekla attempt to cheat in any way, shape, or form in front of the official of that match, Ripley will automatically be crowned champion. Tekla is visibly furious, and after talking a little trash, the two women brawl off up the ramp into the back, and then the two go crashing through a table backstage after a ruckus. Backstage, the officials, medical staff, and security attend to both of them to round out the segment.
Yeah.
Then we have Grizzled Young Veterans, James Drake and Zach Gibson versus London Brawling, Nick Aldis, and Nigel McGuinness in the ECW Tag Team Champion Contender Series League A. This is the final match for both teams, I think. London Brawling win by submission, so they finish the group with 9 points, having won all three of their matches. And Grizzled Young Veterans have only wrestled twice, and they lost both. But yeah. It's basically a tag team match of which heel team can out bad guy the other bad guys. But the two Southern Englishmen win over their Scouse counterparts. After sending Gibson packing with a lethal tag team combination, Drake gets isolated with Aldis and McGuinness locking a Kingsling Cleverleaf Thames barrier combination, which forces James Drake to tap out.
You tapped. Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. No worries. Then we have Grado and Harley Cameron return to ECPW following their series of dates. They make an entrance to Grado's entrance music, Like a Prayer, Arm in Arm, and beaming smiles, all that stuff. So the two proudly announce that they are back, and they recap the series of dates to the live crowd. And they feel about how their romance grew during the time between the vignettes. This is where they do a countdown and proudly say that at the same time that they are in love. which gets a massive pop from the audience.
Yes! Fuck yes!
Just before they're about to declare themselves boyfriend and girlfriend in the ring, a song hits which is unfamiliar to begin with, but then the word Windsor rings out
Oh
in
no.
the arena. Alex Windsor has arrived at
Oh,
the recently deactivated TVW. She comes down to the ring and congratulates the pair on getting together, suggesting that she and Cameron have a match to celebrate her new relationship, but declares she won't go easy on her. Cameron agrees, stating that through the power of love, that she feels like she can do anything and beat anyone with Grado by her side. The two women call for a referee to come down onto the ring so they can get their match started. But unfortunately, Alex Windsor does defeat Harley Cameron via submission.
Bullshit!
After some relatively good wrestling and a few comedy spots with Cameron and Grado, Windsor secures the win on debut. After Grado tries to give Cameron a pep talk on the apron, he shoves Cameron out of the way and gets clocked by Iron Will. That's Alex Windsor's nickname. Cameron goes for a roll-up attempt, but her English opponent rolls through and locks in a sharpshooter, forces the Australian to tap out. After the bell, Grado and Cameron console each other.
Aww.
Cutie pies.
How cute.
You're right, babe. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. It's fine, my darling. I'm fine.
Damn
We'll
it.
fix this later. Now let's leave the ring and have some. Never mind, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Then we have CPF versus Jet Speed in another ECW Tag Team Championship No Contenders Series match right out of League A. This match ends in a double disqualification draw. After an absolutely crazy spot fest of high-paced sequences and plenty of moments where each individual shines, a debuting team blows the match apart. Well, I say debuting, I'll say why in a minute. This looks like Jet Speed are closing in on the win. Party Casting nearly in pack, making their return to ECPW after TVW closed its doors, coming from the crowd and attack all four men. They both get on the mic, and after concluding their attack, they state they have a point to prove to ECPW management, and this time they haven't come alone, explaining that all will be revealed in due time.
Ooh.
Huh.
Mystery.
Then we have a video package detailing the rivalry between Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria, which is ahead of the ECW Women's Championship match at RWL WrestleMania London at Wembley Stadium next Tuesday and Wednesday, right here on this channel. Please check it out when it comes out.
Yes.
Plugging, done shilling. The package details their first meeting several weeks ago, right the way up to Kai's warning shot last week, no bow. It is interspersed with action from the recent matches. More like pew! That's what Sakura said last night. It is interspersed with action from the recent matches against other opponents and words they've spoken to each other in promos. The final shot is Kai walking backwards up the ramp while Valkyria is sat in the ring looking back at her after their most recent segment. The graphic of the two's match shows up on the screen to conclude the video package.
Ooh.
Then we have Bozilla versus Timeless Tony Storm in a no-holds-barred match to round out the rivalry. The match is won by Timeless Tony Storm. It's a crazy back and forth and brutal match. But it's the Oceania, which is the continent that New Zealand, Australia, and all that side of the world is in.
Yeah.
Who gets the last laugh in this current iteration of rivalry between the two women. To finish season 2 and go up to the second rope, jostling for position, with plans to put through the other through tables set up below. Storm finds a new way out of Bozzilla's grasp. I meant to say not graps. I use the word graps quite a lot, so I must have been thinking at the time. Delivering a headbutt to the nether regions.
To the nether.
And then she drops her through the table below with the Storm Zero pile driver for the 3 count. Then, after a brief intro ad break, we return to Ilya Dragunov taking on Will Cruz.
Ooh.
And Will Cruz wins, but pinfall.
Wow.
But the finish is marred in controversy. Because, as the Mad Dragon searches for a top rope H-bomb, Cruz rolls out of the way, and the full impact damages the arm of Dragunov. The Englishman, who exposed a turnbuckle early in the match, shoves his Russian opponent into the exposed turnbuckle while the referee is distracted by something, and then he executes the Turkish dishwasher, what a name for a finisher, for the 3 count dish victory.
The Turkish dishwasher.
I like that spinning Owen Hart tombstone thing imagery, I think. And then we have the video package detailing the rivalry between Gunther and Will Ospreay ahead of their final face-off later in the show. First shows Ospreay winning the number one contendership at the Elimination Chamber, and the namesake match is in interspersed with Ospreay's recent matches, which have mostly gone awry in recent times, no thanks to Imperium and others, as well as words shared between the ring general, the champion, and the Air Assassin, the soon-to-be challenger. The final shot shows the mass pull-apart brawl from the previous show, but 2 graphics come up, promoting both their final face-off on the face-to-face on the show and the RWL WrestleMania London match. And then we get to the main event match, which is, I've done a TNA here deliberately because I thought it would be funny. Danny Luna, Jamie Hayter, Rain Leverkusen versus the Cutthroat Collectives, Anita Vaughn, Nia Samuels, Sapphire Reed in a full metal Falls Count Anywhere in the Arena match, because I'm a bitch. And then, yes, but the babyface team of Luna, Hayter, and Leverkusen does win the match via pinfall. So there's a crazy, chaotic, and fun war of weapon spots and insane teamwork. But it sees the makeshift unit, which sees the makeshift unit vanquish their enemies, putting this rivalry, this long rivalry I've been having for a while, to bed. The finish sees the 6 women fighting in the crowd, but Hayter wipes out Vaughn with a Hayter raid on the outside of the ring. Luna and Samuels are in a section in the crowd with Luna delivering the Luna landing to Samuels through a set of tables set up below. And this opens the door for Leverkusen to execute Thunderstruck onto Reed in another section, which sends both crashing through a production set of tables below. So basically, like the step-up knee kick thing she does. It's very cool. But they both fall down together because you have to hold on to a person to do that. So sounds kind of crazy, I know, but there's a lot. I assure you, there was a lot of tables down there. And then, with all of them incapacitated, meaning Cutthroat Collective, Leverkusen crawls her way over, drapes her arm across Reed's chest, and the referee counts to 3. And then to close the show, we have Gunther and Will Ospreay meeting for the final time after both were introduced individually, but security can be seen around the ring because they don't want this to go tits up, for lack of a better term. So Gunther speaks first, saying that he's mildly impressed that Ospreay has survived every challenge he's put in front of him. But he knows that we have the physical and mental edge. The kind that Air Assassin is too brash, too arrogant, and too impatient to get the job done, which explains that he believes it will hamper Ospreay's skill level. Ospreay retorts by saying, despite every obstacle thrown his way heading into Wembley by the ring general, he overcame every single one, and that while he feels banged up physically, he says mentally he's proven more than up to the task. He also says that the technical ability aspect pointed out by the Australian is somewhat false also for that reason. Ospreay then states to reiterate that winning the championship is the most important thing, as it will give the power back to the fans and for them to witness a fighting champion, since Gunther has only ever largely operated on his own terms. Ospreay says his stipulation, because I said in the intro to this segment, which I probably said they both, rumor has it they each brought a stipulation, that being Ospreay's one is there'll be no referee stoppages, so should there be any excessive brutality, the referee cannot stop the match for any reason and declare somebody the winner. It has to be won by pinfall or submission, essentially. Gunther says Ospreay's belief that the fans deserve a fighting champion is a fairy tale, declaring that they don't deserve to be even in his presence and that they will turn on Ospreay when they get bored. Gunther then states his stipulation: should Ospreay lose, he can't challenge for the ECW champion so long as Gunther is champion. But as Gunther threatens to take his leave, he makes a very personal comment about Ospreay's family, which causes the Air Assassin to jump Gunther. The two have a massive brawl, which causes the security at ringside to spring into action, where it seems like they've got both men restrained in the corners. Ospreay once again breaks free and leaps over the crowd of bodies, and the two continue to exchange blows, but it's Gunther who powerbombs Ospreay onto the apron after they spill to the outside. After some time down, After some time down, Gunther is gloating in a corner nearest the timekeeper's area. But Ospreay somehow manages to muster up a piece of energy to smash Gunther with a hidden blade through the barricade. And the show goes off the air with the Essex Born star atop the turnbuckles, leading the fans in a chant of his name in time with his music. And that's my go home show. That's my show. It's done.
Through the barricade.
Through the barricade! My God, he's dead!
Damn!
Yes. Yes, Ron Simmons, thank you.
Very good show. Very good show.
Yeah, that's a very good show, Liam.
By the way, Noble, the chat says that you're being very quiet. You need to talk more.
Oh,
Who's
shit. Yes.
Who's
Sorry
who's
about
in the
that.
chat? Who's in the chat?
Does he?
Hi, Desi. Hi.
Sorry about that. I was fucking distracted.
Yeah, turn off ESPN. Anyway, so it's now time for the go home show for NNW. Yes.
All right.
Yes, we're live at the O2 Arena as we're on the final
Been there.
stretch to RW. What?
I've been there 3 times. It's great.
Yee. Final stretch to RWL WrestleMania London at Wembley Stadium. Big time matches have been announced for both nights. But before we get to the action on the grandest stage of them all, we will have some NNW action right here tonight. What could be in store? Well, the show kicks off with Sting! Yay!
Dang, huh?
Sting.
And of course, he comes into the ring and he's all crazy. He's like, "Oh yeah,
Wow!
yeah!"
Wow!
He welcomes everybody. The fans are chanting. He says, "I wanted to come out here and address the latest news from RWL's management team.
Hi.
We are here tonight to give our deepest condolences to the TVW roster and wish them the best of luck wherever they're going." And of course, the fans, they're cheering and they start chanting TV dub or TVW. Yeah.
Mad fucking respect.
He goes, "I'm out here tonight on official NNW business. For you see, all the stars are here tonight, and with the card that we have planned, it would be wrong to keep all you waiting for some action. With that said, I have a huge announcement to make here tonight. NNW has acquired some new faces around here
That is true.
from TVW,
Correct.
and we would like to welcome one of them right here tonight. So if you would come out, Wade Barrett."
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
The fans are here. They can't believe it. And, like they're hyped. They're all over the place. And then Sting gets on the mic and he goes, "We'll be seeing some more signings here tonight, but for now, let's get to the action. Ta-ta for now."
Oh no!
And then Sting, he raises Wade Barrett's hand as the fans are cheering him, as cheering them both out of there.
Mm.
So after they leave, Swerve, Punk, and Kenny Omega all come out to the ring.
Oh boy.
All three of them would have a back and forth between one another, talking about the championship match and how much they need to win the match on the biggest stage of them all. Kenny will talk about how even if he lost, he has a backup plan as he lifts his Money in the Bank. Swerve would talk about how he's faster, stronger, and has done more in NNW than Kenny and Punk combined. And he will walk out of RWL Mania as champion. Punk would roast the both of them, saying Kenny can keep his backup plan and Swerve may be the toughest, but the best in the world is going to give it everything he has to take them both down and will prove why he is called that after the match when he's raising the NNW World Heavyweight Championship on the biggest stage. Kenny would then go too far, bringing up how he's going to put Punk down, just like Punk had to do to his dog Larry.
Jesus.
My God.
Punk would snap and start attacking Kenny. Swerve would then get involved as he would attack Punk from behind, leading to a huge brawl between all three of them when all of a sudden the lights go out.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
And when they come back on, the Young Bucks
Oh
have
no!
have Punk
Oh
down
fuck.
on his knees. They got both of Punk's arms as they and Kenny would hit Punk with the Elite trigger, and the Bucks would take off their hoodies to reveal the NNW logo t-shirt with green and pink spray paint saying NNW is Elite. As Kenny and the
Yo.
Bucks pose as Punk and Swerve are laid out.
Man.
Kenny is back up. This is bad.
Oh, wait until Mania.
Kenny is back. Oh. Oh no.
It's gonna get worse.
Oh
So
no.
then,
I'm scared.
so our first match of the evening is Sheamus versus Pete Dunne for the NNW Hardcore title. An Extreme Rules match. The winner would be Sheamus via pinfall. Sheamus and Pete Dunne would put on a brutal Extreme Rules match in the end. Sheamus would stand tall as pretty much these two would just beat the living crap out of each other. Right? Like totally brutal. Like there was all kinds of weapons all over the place, chairs, kendo sticks, even that the shillelagh. Yeah, you got to bring that out. Yeah.
You know.
So Dunn is laying there on the mat, pretty much defeated. Well, Sting would then, he would come up on the board, the video board, and he goes, "Dunn, I know you just had a rough match, but I have word from the NNW owner and the board. Due to this loss, you are hereby banned from ringside at RWL Mania with the match between Brandon and Webb. Should you interfere, you will no longer be employed by NNW." And the fans would cheer as Dunn would slowly get back up to his feet and he would walk away pissed off, just fucking angriest look on his face, like ready to just destroy someone. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He ain't
pissed.
destroying He ain't destroying shit. He's banned.
That's what you think. So then we have the Danhausen and Mr. Iguana versus Enzo and Cass for the NNW Tag Team
Ouch.
titles. So
Yikes.
Danhausen would make his entrance. As he waits for Mr. Iguana to come out, he turns around to see on the Titantron that Mr. Iguana is laid out backstage as Medical is checking on him. Danhausen is looking worried. He's freaking out that he no longer has a partner until dun 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 dun. Darby Allin is
Oh,
back.
I
Oh,
don't
God.
sleep because my head's on fire.
And
Danhausen and freaking
and Danhausen's
Darby
like,
House.
"Oh, look who I got."
Darby House.
Danhausen Barbie. Like, this is some fucking team.
Well, it gets
There's the face
better.
painting off kid.
Yeah, pretty much. So, so Danhausen and Darby Allin would retain the NNW Tag Team titles. It was a great match by both teams. Both teams really showed out. All competitors did. In the end, it would be Darby taking out Big Cass on the outside as Danhausen curses Enzo. He hits him with the Triple D and then tags Darby, who hits the coffin drop for the 1-2-3.
God damn.
And then,
Thank God it was Enzo as well.
wait, what?
Thank God it was Enzo getting pinned.
Yeah. Can you imagine Danhausen pinning Big Cass? I should have done that. That would have been even more real.
Yeah, you could have.
I should
I
have
mean,
done
he
that.
is suppose he is 6 foot 7 and 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Meaning Danhausen.
So then Brandon and Wesley go face to face.
Uh-oh.
So pretty much me and Webb
no.
come out.
Oh,
It's a
no.
mix of boos and cheers on both sides. Wesley says, "All right, cut." Because my music's playing, he goes, "All right, cut that crap. We don't have all night, do we, lad? Brandon, let's get right down to business. We both know that this middle road street fight, it's almost the last dance for the both of us, isn't it? Let's face facts, Brandon. Our time has passed in this line of work. We do, and the future is right in front of us, but you just can't let that sink in. I hold this title in my hand as a reminder that what we did was legendary, and one of us came out the better man, and it was me. So why don't you take your time, go backstage, think of something else to do in RWL Mania, because if you get in the ring with me again, we are just going to repeat history over and over again, you soft ass pussy."
Oh.
So then I'm like, "Leslie, you're right. I do hold on to the past. I hold on to every match that I've won and lost in this line of work, the people that I have defeated, those that have beaten me. It sticks with me. I know that this match is the closing of one book and the beginning of another. After RWL Mania, when the dust settles, the better man will walk away with the title that holds the legacy my family started all those years ago in a small, worn down gym in the middle of nowhere. I can't just walk away, Wesley. It's not only a chance to correct my biggest mistake in my career, but it's also the match that I end the web.
Yeah.
You have been a thorn in my
Yes.
side for years, always coming back in the picture when it benefits you and only you. Well, this time it's different. There's no British Empire, there's no Wolf Pack. It's only you and me. We are going to war, Wesley, and if I have to take your small ass back to Dream Street and use a few weapons and more to do so, I will do it. This is NNW. This is my home. So enjoy the last few nights with that title because it's coming home at Wembley."
Yeah.
So then me and Wesley, we kind of get face to face, meet right in the middle. Then me and him pretty much start brawling until security and Sting would come out and separate the two as Wesley raises the classic NNW World title high in the air. And pretty much I'm staring at him from the ring all pissed off and, like ready to just rip his head off pretty much. So this one I
Good
kind of
stuff.
changed on what?
Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Very good stuff.
So this one I kind of changed last minute. It's a video package is shown of the NNW Women's World Title match, with each woman involved in the match getting in the cut of it, talking about how much the title means to them and how they will walk away with the title. Even AJ Lee, the special guest ref, would talk about how big the match is and how she's happy to be a part of it, and we'll call the match right down the middle. After that, the camera comes back to the ring and the crowd. Sting comes out with a microphone.
Hello, Sting. You're back again.
Yeah, he's having a fun night, he is.
Bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen some exciting things here tonight, haven't we?
Yeah.
Now as we
We
get
fucking do.
closer Now as we get closer to," and then all of a sudden the lights go out. When they come back on, three masked men in hoodies stand over Sting, one with a microphone with a voice changer in it. "NNW, you are about to be welcomed into the society." The lights go out and they have vanished.
Spooky.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Spooky.
So then we have a mystery opponent taking on Hank and Tank. And it's like, oh, okay. So Sami Zayn would come out first. And he's standing there smiling, you know, kind of like being the little shit that he is. Standing on stage. We have no idea who his partner is until he points to the screen, and then all of a sudden, darn it, darn it, darn it.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yes, Kevin Owens is back in NNW. Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
Fuck.
Well, no shocker here. Sammy and KO would get the win.
Shocker.
Yeah. I mean, first match back together as a team. Yeah.
Yeah, they better fucking win. Hank and Tank, I'm sorry for making you lose, but
I literally thought you would have Hank and Tank winning this match because it's your favorite team.
fuck no. I got KO now. So then we get to the main event, which was originally Dolph Ziggler and Trick Williams for the number one contendership for the NNW World Heavyweight title.
What do you mean by originally?
Well, you're about to see.
What do you mean original?
Just as the match was about to start, I come out and I said, guys, hold up, I'm sorry, but I have one more announcement to make before this match gets underway. We've had an exciting night tonight that I just don't want it to, that I don't just want it to end on a high note, but we want to end it with a bang. With that said, I've decided to make this match a triple threat match with one more signing from TVW. Dun, 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 dun. You're our beard.
Chris Jericho.
Yes, Chris Jericho is here.
Personified.
And guess what? Jericho gets the win.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yes, Jericho wins via submission, becomes the new number one contender for the NNW World Heavyweight Championship. This match was one of the best number one contenders matches that NNW has had today. It was a great showing by all three men. It was kind of a showing of like the young talent of Trick, the middle-ish, youngish talent of Dolph Ziggler, and then obviously the veteran Chris Jericho. But Jericho would end up taking the advantage of a distracted Trick. Would hit him with not only a Judas effect and the Lion Salt, but would then lock in the walls of Jericho to make him tap. Jericho would become the new number one contender as he gets his hand raised as the show fades to black. But then he goes in the crowd, he grabs a TVW flag, and he starts waving it around as the show goes to black. So, still a lot of love for TVW. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's my show.
Yeah, very good. Wicked. Really enjoyed reading it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the most I put into one in a while.
Yeah, I think like
you did a good job.
Have some time.
Well, now we got a Peyton's show. And I'm already pissed off because I seen one match that fucking irritates the shit out of me. But I will get to that in a second. So, Peyton's show. Wait. Why are you
Yeah,
in
you decided to have it. Iowa.
Why are you doing a show from fucking Iowa? Oh, you stupid bastard. Alright, so yeah, Peyton does a show from Iowa.
Not London for some fucking reason.
Being the genius that he is. Stupid bastard. Pretty much talks about his show getting underway and what exciting night he has. He has the Undisputed Era taking on the Good Brothers, in which he had the Undisputed Era defeating the Good Brothers to retain the CPW World Tag Team Championship. Yeah, Noble. I just got distracted by Noble's breaking news.
Just continue with your shirt. Just continue with Big
I,
Show
I,
here.
I, you fuck. Anyway. So, The Miz would be seen walking to the ring, but he would get stopped by Conor McGregor. Really?
Of all fucking people.
It says here, Connor, now is not a great time, dude. I'm about to take the CPW State Line Championship away from Cobb. Apparently, he has Connor saying, Oi, where do you think you're going? Yeah, about that match result. GM Peyton has made some changes to the card. You will still get your shot, but he wants me to face Cobb. And then it says here, you got to be kidding me. When I see Cash, I swear I'm going to tear him into a, and then he would get cut off by a right who, as Miz would be KO'd, leaving Connor to walk to the ring as his music hits. So it'd be Conor McGregor versus Jeff Cobb for the CPW State Line Championship, in which he has Conor McGregor becoming the new champion.
I'm livid.
For fuck's sake.
Great.
I need to save Jeff.
We need to make a trade
Why?
immediately. Get Jeff out of there.
Why?
So then we cut backstage, and I guess Balor is seen heading to the airport when he gets a call from Luke Gallows and the Good Brothers. Balor, where the hell are you, man? We're supposed to be at ringside with us at. Yeah. Balor says, sorry, man, but I'm actually about to head over to London. Anderson goes, London, why are you heading over to London now? Balor says, about to handle some business. I'll see you boys in London. And I'll see you later, Kingston. What? How does he know he's on cam? Okay.
Just like it's being filmed.
Jesus Christ. So then we had Jada Parker taking on Anna Jay, in which Jada Parker wins via DQ. Because I guess Kairi Sane would end up getting involved in the match here.
Yup.
Sam would grab Parker from behind and yank her away from Jay. The ref heard the yelling from Parker and sees the interference and calls for the bell. Kairi Sane would come out to attack Jada until officials run down to separate them. Parker would yell at Sane as their match at RWL WrestleMania no longer is going to be a friendly match. It's going to be a battle between two new enemies.
Yeah.
Now, this next match fucking pisses me right off, and I need to save Stone Cold because you gotta be fucking kidding me here. So he has Drew McIntyre taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh, God.
in which he has Drew McIntyre defeating Stone Cold. Peyton, are you drunk?
Yeah.
Stone Cold would whoop his
What?
ass. What are you talking about?
Damn, it's right. Like, come on. Like, I'm sorry. Somebody's a save Stone Cold here.
Nah, I'm kidding. Actually, it was a great match, according to what he wrote here. A lot of kickouts.
Yeah.
A lot of kickouts.
Motherfucker.
Let's see. Then he would have Adam Cole.
And Atlanta Black.
Drew would whoop his ass.
What?
Peyton. Yeah, okay, yeah, fake wrestling fan. Yeah, okay. All right. So Adam Cole and Elena Black would make their entrance. EC3 and Bailey would make theirs. So this is the main event, and he has EC3 and Bailey defeating Adam Cole and Elena Black via DQ. Yeah. The
Yeah,
match.
I don't know. Like for a go home show, there's a bit too many DQ finishes, but at least I guess one of them made sense.
Yes.
The match would only last 10 minutes. What the fuck?
Is this an
10
episode of Monday Night
fucking
Raw? What
minutes.
the fuck?
What kind of fucking
I don't mean
animated
Raw. I don't mean RWO Raw. I mean like fucking
regular
real
Raw?
life. Yeah.
What the
Jesus.
So yeah, we're also here tonight to announce that Peyton's fired. No, just kidding. Uh,
Yeah.
so that is that for his show.
Yeah, and that's it for all the go home shows.
Yes. So now comes the fun part.
Yes.
We get to read the card or the matches for, and then me and Liam get to figure out which fucking shit. What's gonna be night one and which one's gonna be night two.
Which is going to be very tough because there's a lot of interesting matches, and they all deserve their own spotlights for reasons, you know.
Well, I do know this, and I told everyone this in the chat. I said no matter what, obviously Gunther and Osprey they need to main event at least one night.
Mm.
Yes.
And I am trying to make a case of whether it should be night one or night two, because the one that's standing out to me is the John Cena versus Roman Reigns one. That's kind of got me
I'm
caught.
I'm kind of happy for going for an Osprey to main event night one, if that's the bigger one. Cena Roman is the bigger one.
You sure?
Yes, I am sure.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with throwing my guys on night one, because I mean, realistically, I was all right. This is gonna sound dumb, but I was kind of hoping that the Web me match would be like the kickoff for night one, like
No,
one
I
one of the
can see
first
that.
match. Yeah,
I
just
can
to
see
I
that.
get
mean, I could see that.
um Noble and Peyton's match here, the Kofi Kingston versus Finn Balor. That should be night two. I think that should that
Yeah, I think this should be a night 2 thing, honestly.
yeah, because I mean yeah.
It would be disrespectful to have him night 1 at this point. Because again,
They're very
you have
well built
Kofi
now.
winning the
My only ask
yes.
is that my triple threat should be a co main event here. That's the only thing I
Night
I'll
ask.
1 or
give
2.
I'll give it night two Coleman based on the talent.
We should probably be writing this down. I haven't wrote anything down. Jesus Christ.
Neither have I.
Um, I mean, I guess I'll come up with something and I'll share it and we'll see
Yeah, we'll
where we
figure it out.
agree and disagree.
Yep.
But I could tell you that chances are probably mostly it's gonna be ECPW, Raw, and maybe one of mine is night 2, and then most of it is gonna, and then like most of mine, and then most of Noble's, and then most of. I mean, we'll figure it out. I'll get it all. We'll come up with something. But yeah, don't miss it. It's gonna be 2 streams. Night 1 is Tuesday. Night 2 is Wednesday. This is big. We're going all out.
Humongous.
Like, we have a
Ginormous.
stage made for this and everything.
Insane as the membrane.
So don't fucking miss it. We're gonna try and get everyone here. I don't know about Peyton, but we're gonna try. That's my hope. But yeah, so tune in. Don't miss it. Because
Thanks for tuning into this one.
realistically, the main representation here is ECPW. Because we're on
Yes,
their
no.
we're on their home turf.
You're on my turf, bitches.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the stream, everyone. We'll see you next time. See you guys next week.
See you for Mania.
Bye.